How many of us have them?
Yeah,
Friends. Ones you can depend on.
Depend on. Hi, I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Lee.
And welcome back to Jupiter Juice, your cosmic check-in for astrology, pop culture, and spiritual self-discovery. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey.
As you may notice, we do have a different setup. You know, we're trying some things out. Yes, these are chopsticks. Moving on. All right. So on this episode, it's more of a conversation based like last time. We want to talk about friends and...
Friends. How many of us have them?
Yeah, friends.
Ones you can depend on.
Depend on.
Yeah.
Depend on. Depend on. Okay. Anyway, so yes, we want to talk about friends and we're going to talk about synastry amongst friends. Because yes, we do talk about love, synastry, like that's all the rage, but it's important to see why your friendships may not work. Also to better evolve the friendship, to communicate better, to learn about the other person.
To know what signs you just can't stand. Know what signs you love. What's tea? Because I feel like for me, the signs I can't stand and the signs that I love, like they're always cycling. Like it's like never the same as it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like as I evolve, I was like, oh, I always want to be around Geminis because I'm a Gemini. I always want to be around somebody like me. I mean, my fiance is a Gemini, so hey. But I started to evolve as I got older. It's not all about Geminis. But also like growing up, you know, they say like your sister sign or like the sign that's opposite from you is supposed to be like the sign that you're supposed to be the most compatible with. No. I thought so because I used to seek Sagittarius, like to be friends with, not to date, but to be friends with for sure. I used to seek Geminis to date. Like I only dated Geminis or Tauruses.
I don't know many Geminis besides you.
Yeah.
And my brother is Gemini, but we were like tight growing up. That was my bestie.
Yeah, you know, my brother's a Scorpio, and he was like my bestie, but he's 10 years older than me. But like, he's the sibling that I feel like I was the closest to. So I definitely I can kind of get the Scorpio Gemini thing. I mean, I guess we work, you know, as friends. So
both like to dive deep into things.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, like likes to like why.
Yeah.
They both like to ask why. Well, why?
Yeah, why?
And they're vocal about it.
Yeah. I mean, like, does that make sense? It bothers me if, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I need to know the root cause or the root of the whatever we're talking about. But yeah, like, I can't stand Sagittarius. Well, and I'm not going to say that's very blanketed, and I don't want to be that person. It depends on the makeup. The concoction. Yeah. The Zodiac concoction.
Like a Sag with a Scorpio Venus, and then a Sag with a Capricorn Venus, and then a Sag with a Sag Venus. Yeah. And then depending on the Mercury too. Like what's your Mercury? Sagittarius, is it? Because it can only be like Sag or Scorpio. Yeah. I find that I always like, because I have a Sag Mercury, so I'm always like, me and other Sag Mercuries, we get together, it's like, firecracker.
Yeah, exactly. Like Spitfire. Because it's so funny because like my Mercury is in Taurus. My fiance's Mercury is in Taurus, but I get it now. I think, and that's necessarily when I communicate, because girl, when I used to always get in trouble in school for talking. Like I talk too fucking much. But always, like progress report, she talks too much.
Really?
Yes. But I can kind of understand as far as like how I process information. I take my time.
Yeah.
What process, like I need things to settle for me for it to make sense. Like things need to settle.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that about you.
Yeah, but that's how I guess like I'm a slow because Sydney even said that about me. Like because me and like another friend of hers, she's a Gemini as well. She's a Gemini and you know in a Taurus Mercury, and she's like, yeah, like y'all talk slow, like you do things slow. I was like. She was like, no offense. I'm like, girl, no, like, I get it. Like, I get it. Not like, you know, slow in the derogatory way. Yeah. But like, as far as like taking the time. Yeah. But girl, once I get to talking,
She be talking, y'all.
I be talking, child. I be talking.
I love it. I love a talker.
Yeah. Thank you.
So that's why
we're on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why we're here. So I don't mind it. I feel like for me, I process in the moment. Like literally. Like sometimes I'll be talking and I'll be like, oh.
Yeah. No. So no, that's funny you say that because like I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. I used to get in trouble. So like my mom will always tell people, if you want people to know your business, tell my daughter.
Damn, news.
Yeah.
I used to get called the newscaster.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Like, I'm telling the business. Now it hurts so bad, but I do keep secrets. I can't keep a secret, especially because I used to tell people my secrets.
I feel like I had a problem with that too.
Yeah. Now,
constantly telling my business, like, hey,
yeah,
why are you telling your business? Like, why are you taking your baby outside? Why are you taking your newborn outside in the blizzard? Like,
yeah.
You know? It's that same energy. Like, take that baby inside and put some motherfucking hat on the baby.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I would say when it comes to friends, definitely what placements do you think people should look at when it comes to like friendships? And like,
I think I always say for Synastry, look at your chart and how it makes sense for you. So like Mercury energy for sure is like friends. I have the Gemini 7th house. We both have Gemini 7th house. Yeah. So it's like, we're probably going to be looking for Mercurial, but also 3rd house energy.
Yeah. 3rd house for sure.
Like friendships. 11th house, I would say, but I feel like that's more so your audience.
Yeah. It's your audience, like
and community as a whole.
Yeah.
And then 7th house is like maybe like close besties.
Like besties or whatever. And then third house
is like just friends.
And like siblings, friends, like
that's
friends that feels like siblings, like or kids that you grew up with or like went to school with, stuff like that.
Or even 6th house, because like that can be your coworkers.
Yeah.
And your coworkers are sometimes your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I met a lot of my friends.
I avoided the coworker friendship. When I worked, so I used to work at Bath & Body Works. I'm a retail girly. If you mention a retail place, I probably worked there and probably was a manager. Not even gonna hold you. But
period.
Bath & Body Works, love Bath & Body Works down. Working there is probably like one of the best. I definitely recommend it. But when I got there, everyone was so friendly. Everyone was like, except one lady, she died though.
Well, that's what she is.
She did. She was mean. She was very mean. Right when the pandemic started, she died.
Damn.
Yeah, she was really mean.
The meanies be living.
Yeah, but she was like really cool with like, she was older. She was like in her 60s, but she was really cool. Like she had close relationships with like some of the younger associates around my age. But yeah, like they would want to like. The minute I started working there, they invited me to hang out. This girl invited me to her birthday party.
Oh, I love that.
I did not go.
I feel you.
They came to like when I was performing. I used to be in a music group, but when I was performing all the time, they would come to my shows. Because like we'd be friends on Facebook. They see, oh yeah, I'm gonna come on the support. Yeah. I was like, okay, like thank you. No, I appreciate it, but like also like I try to keep that part of my life and then my work life separate. Because every time, no matter what, when I was in the group, every time somebody would find out, the district manager somehow would find out, and I would get scared. But like, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" Yeah, and I was, but like it's like the type of music I was making. I was like, no, it was like
a formal thing, like formalities.
Yeah, like for me, because like I don't want, girl, this is my paper, and this ain't making, and this
you don't want nothing fucking up your paper.
Exactly.
I feel you.
So like, and I think it's important. I do think it's important, like for workplace friendships can be hit or miss. Workplace relationships, it can get messy.
I agree. What I don't like is when, like now the friends I have, like you, if you were like, oh, can I get a job at your job? I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Good to see you. But I trust you. But I used to have friends, I'd be like, or even my siblings be like, let me come work with you. And I'm like, girl, hell no. And I did it one time.
Oh my.
One time she came in there acting a fool.
Yes.
And she was a damn Sag. Look at that.
Wait, hold on. Let me drink my drink.
I'm like, really? We were already slightly frenemies. Early 20s. So I started working at this, like, it was my first serving job. I started like working at this place called, well, I'm not going to say it, but it was a cute, nice bar. It had 3 stories. It was popping. It was right on the lake. Jumping. We used to have hella business. I used to be making like over 1,000 a week. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. So my friend was like, oh, like, you know, I need a job. Can I come work with you? And I'm like, yeah. I didn't want to seem like a hater at the time. So I was like, I don't want to seem like a hater. Like I'm blocking her blessings.
Yeah.
But really just think about your blessings. But anyway, so I was like, okay, sure. Come work with me. Do you know this girl started rumors about me in the job? I'm like, really?
Oh my God.
She was going around telling people, she was like, yeah. So this girl came up to me. She's like, oh, I heard that you don't like, I don't even know her name, Allison. And I was like, huh? Like, who told you that? Like, well, Jada told me you don't like Allison. I'm like, I never said that. Like, and it was shit that I never, like, literally never said. So, like, I'm a confrontational person. So I took the white girl, went up to my friend, and I said, so why did you say that? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, you know what I mean? Why did you say that? Why is she over here telling me that? Why? I don't feel that way. So why would you make that up? She's like, oh, I was just kidding. And like ran away and like, and it's like, you weird. Why would you do that? So
sometimes Sagittarius can be horror stories. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because my former friend, so I used to be a manager at this old lady clothing store. It was during the pandemic. And she wasn't making no money. She wasn't making no moves happen. So I was like, I said, we looking for associates. Mm-hmm. Pull up. My boss manager, my boss hired her. That was the worst experience. She was literally almost pointless. And she was so annoying. She's like, you can't tell me what to do. You can't. I mean, insanely annoying. And then she would just show up to work late. Eventually my boss let her go. Like, but she was,
don't have me get you hired and you get fired. Come on.
Like, she's like, do you want to be here? I don't think you want to be here. Like, I don't know. But the thing is, like, and then the same person say I didn't vouch for her for nothing, or I didn't do for her. Please.
I got you a job. And you fumbled that back.
Amongst other things. She might as well have been my scrub.
Yeah.
I'm just period. So
dead weight.
Like, and the thing is, each sign has its negativity. I say this to everybody, even when I do like hot takes on TikTok.
Yeah.
Every sign has its beautiful qualities. Every sign has its negativities. And I say, are you evolved or unevolved?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also like, what energies are you working with right now? Because I really think that it just, sometimes you're going through a moment, sometimes you're going through a season. And I think that the signs that you're attracting at that time are going to let you know, like, maybe it's highlighting a certain value in your life, or maybe it's highlighting like where you've been betrayed and what you need to heal from.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot of like nuance to it. So I'm never going to write off any sign, be like, oh,
yeah, I will never, like, I'll never interact with a Sagittarius. Yeah. There's actually a Sagittarius that I love, but we also have the same moon sign. Like, I feel like I've evolved when it comes to like friendships, when it comes to Geminis. I used to always be around Geminis. Now I'm in a relationship with one, but like my circle has evolved. Outside of my fiance, I'm not around no Geminis. Like, I have like an actual mix. Like, I
just
anyway. Oh yeah.
Can't it's in my head again.
No, but like, I have like you know, when they talk about your credit, like your credit mix, you know, like diversify
your credit.
Yeah, and that makes it look better. You know, that's you're, you know, you get approved for things more. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good credit, I feel like I have a good friendship mix. Like I'm friends with some Leos, Virgos, you know, Scorpios. I never thought I'd be friends with Scorpios. Like, but love them down. It's really a lot of earth and water. I'm noticing. I'm friends with fire. And it's crazy because I am a Gemini sun, but fire signs, it don't last long.
Well, you got a lot of earth too.
Yeah. I love Leos though.
You got a lot of earth and water in your chart.
Yeah. But I also have fire. I have 2 Leo placements. Right. No, I have Sag rising, Leo, Jupiter, Leo, Mars.
Yo, Venus though, the friendship sign.
Cancer. So I like water.
Mercury.
Taurus. Yeah, like luxury. Let's chill. Let's go get a cocktail. Let's make something. Let's be creative.
Yeah.
Let's like. I want somebody that I can go like, girl, we could go to the Maldives, or like, just something. I like luxury. You know what I'm saying? And no BS, no drama. I hate drama.
Yeah.
And like, I gossip all day. I'm a Gemini.
I love to observe drama.
Yeah.
So if you're dramatic, be my friend.
Yeah.
Sure.
But like, I don't want to be in it.
But if you then, it'd be people that are messily dramatic, and it's like, so you just start a mess.
Yeah.
Like that friend I was mentioning earlier. So you just start
just being messy, just to like get a kick out of life because your life's so boring.
Exactly.
So you want to ruin somebody else's.
Literally.
So it's just like, because like we can say like what signs in each, like for each planet are like bad or we don't like, but that's different like for somebody else. It just depends on your matrix, your friendship matrix, I would say, makeup.
I agree.
And so I would just encourage you, honestly, because Lee, I thought I was bad. Lee,
what I do?
No shade, but when it comes to charts, Lee got a chart on everybody.
Oh yeah.
Lee got a chart on everybody. I took after her.
And I remember.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me a Sun, Moon, and Rising? I remember that before I remember your name.
Yeah.
It's hey, what can I say?
And then
Scorpionic.
But I noticed like everybody I really like enjoy either has strong prominent Capricorn, Virgo, or Leo placements.
Mm-hmm. And like you got to, like, if you're really an astrology enthusiast, you got to observe. Yeah. That's the whole point of astrology. So it's like, the more charts you can observe, the better. Yeah. And especially if it's people in your daily life, because celebrities are like extreme manifestations of charts. Yeah. And not everybody's chart is going to play out like that. Yeah. So if you have like everyday like people that you're interacting with all the time and just like observing it, you can really get some really keen insights. Yeah. I was like running in with a lot of Aquariuses during my college life. Mm-hmm. And that was the time when I was rebelling the most in my life, I would say. Like, and I was just a rebel without a cause. Like, I was just like, I was quitting. I quit school. Eventually, it got so bad that I literally quit school. But I had like 3 Aquarians that I was like rocking with. Yeah. Real heavy. Or like Aquarius placements, not all Aqua, but like Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Yeah. At least in their big 3. And that's definitely when I was just like, I had a very, I don't care attitude. But that's, Jupiter is like, in Aquarius in my chart, and that's my chart ruler. Yeah. So I feel like that's another thing that I'm like, I can like really, I like Aquariuses, but
something just clicked for me because it didn't click. I'm sorry. No, like that clicked for me because that's why I love Leos, because my chart ruler, Leo. Yeah, Leo. Yeah. But my best friend is an Aquarius. I mean, that's opposite of Leo. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So like, I think honestly, I won't say I think everybody needs an Aquarius, but if you need somebody to keep it real with you and really tell you about yourself, if that's something that you need, especially if you got ADHD like me, diagnosed. But for real, like if you have problems with like structure or like problems with just like grounding your thoughts a bit, problems with lying to yourself, talk to an Aquarius. They will read you to feel.
I do want to make a note that just because, like, so for example, I have Aquarius, we both have Aquarius in our 3rd house. Yeah. That doesn't mean like, oh my God, my friends are all gonna be Aquariuses. Like, they don't have to have the sign in their chart. Like, anytime you're dealing with Synastry, the person that you're like rocking with doesn't have to have the sign. And you could be like, well, all my friends, like, they don't have signs in these like houses or placements or anything. Mm-hmm. It just means like maybe that's the energy that they embody. So like, Aquarius is like rebellious, outspoken, thinks quick thinkers, very visionary thinkers. Yeah. So you can have a friend like that, and maybe they're a Libra. I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe they're a damn Capricorn. Yeah. It doesn't matter so much the sign placement when it comes to Synastry. It just matters like
the energy
what the person is like,
what that person brings. Yeah.
And that's why like different times in your life, like sometimes they say people are for seasons, and that's very true because they could be like that for a season, and the next season maybe they evolved and changed and they're not like that anymore.
Also, people change. Yeah. And also, you can evolve out of a friendship, especially based off of, especially when you think about transits and charts and things like that, and seasons. That's how you evolve. Like, and it also made me feel better about like not having the friends that I did have like growing up and stuff like that. Yeah. Because it's just like, and it would never be like, oh, they did something. I would say I had only one friend like that was a friend of mine that actually did something that I was like, what the yeah. And I had to leave. But everybody else is just, and I know people probably hate me. It was like, oh, she a ghoster. And I'm just like,
it's not vibing anymore. Like, yeah, same values.
Whatever, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
It's like, it is what it is. And it's like when I was younger, I couldn't articulate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that'd be scary.
Yeah. It's just like, why
like, especially if like
you used to be my best friend since we were like 13. And now I'm 25 and I'm just like, oh.
We're different people. Especially during that childhood phase. Like, I guess as adults, maybe it's like less jarring because you're like more, you know who you are more.
Yeah.
But as a kid, teenager,
it's like you're placed in these situations, like you're placed in the same school, you're placed in the same camp or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Proximity.
So it's like, that's why. So it's just like when I got to college and my friends from like middle school and high school, there's like they would be like, ew, why are you hanging out with these people? And like, and you know, they were like the weirdos, freaks, the geeks, and the music people, but like I never knew anyone like that growing up. Yeah, I'm like, wow, this is very interesting. I'm curious because these are the things that I like. These are the things I like to do. Right. Very free-spirited individuals. Yeah, I don't talk to most of them people no more. I only got one friend from that time of my life still, but like, that's the season I was in. Yeah. And they, they didn't understand it. Like, I'm not 12. I don't go to
surprise. I grew up.
Yeah, I grew up and I evolved and my friendship circle evolved and things like that. And it just happens. And I feel like once you get into it, like I would say extreme adulthood, but like for real, once you get like in like your late 20s or 30s, I feel like that's where you build your lifelong friends. Like in your like, especially in your 30s. I feel like there's less falling out because there's a maturity level there. I mean, I'm not saying like it's impossible, but you know. Yeah, maturity level was there, and it's just like, okay, you know what you want, you know what you're looking for in friendships and like relationships and stuff like that. So
definitely, I feel that. I feel like I've always been a 1-to-1 person, and like growing up, I was I always had one best friend or like 2 or 3.
Yeah, me too.
Very like and I was very like going click to click.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I think that's a Gemini influence, air sign influence in the 3rd, 7th, and 11th house.
Yeah,
but I was very, social. But it's like to get close. Like even now, I have a hard time getting close to people. Like it makes me feel like like I'm like I don't know.
No, the trauma.
Yeah,
and I think also like. Being friends with someone takes a lot, especially if you're going to nurture that friendship and really evolve and grow. Honestly, you have to treat your friendships like you treat your relationship, like your romantic relationships. Like you have to like, and honestly, I learned that with my best friend, but I feel like I applied it with you a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I actually like this girl. She don't get on my... And it's rare that I find friends that don't get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Like, actually don't get on my nerves.
Yeah. Or just...
like at all.
And it's just like, you're just not out here doing stuff. Yeah. It's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah. It's like, what? Or like trying to start beef on Twitter like we're 12. Like, my knees hurt. Like, I am not trying to I'm not trying to do that, but it's like going for cocktail hour, getting your friend flowers because of whatever, making sure your friend is belly is full, or
and you know what, I feel like I've been lacking on my friendship duties because I've been crashing out. And now I'm finally starting to feel I'm like 50% good right now.
Well, that's good. Well, that's great.
So I'm like, okay,
that's good.
Now I'm back because I was just thinking like, man, I used to like, I feel like I was like a very nurturing, like used to try at least to nurture the connections around me, but I couldn't do that because I was like, can barely nurture myself.
Yeah, for sure. You got to show up for yourself first.
So I'm like,
look at your own Synastry with yourself.
Right. It was causing me genuine depression. Like I was like, man, like, I don't know. I started overthinking. Like, also my Capricorn Venus be jumping out, and I just want to buy everything and just be I can't do that because I don't have the money yet. So I might as well just just like go into the corner and hide.
Yeah.
It's like Batman. Like I'm secretly Batman inside. Like I'm secretly just being my lair. Like,
yeah.
But yeah,
the fear of rejection definitely for me deals with my 8th house because my Chiron there, and like it's like deep, like, and my Venus is there in 8th house, so it's like deep rooted. And like I realize like I overextend myself for other people, but if something happens or if I set a boundary, then I'm the worst person on the planet, and I never did anything for them. I never did anything. I never showed up, and I'm just like, wait. You don't remember those late nights when I used to pick you up from work? You don't remember those like those sleepovers? You don't remember, the things that I bought you? You don't remember me taking you to the clinic so you could get
right. Well, those people sucked.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, so you could get STD testing. Right. But like, I'm just saying, it's like, it's like, okay, it's just weird. It's like, oh, you're the worst person ever. It's just like, well, I overextended myself for you, and it wasn't reciprocated. I mean, it doesn't have to be reciprocated equally. I think it should actually, but like, that's not really what I thought about, like the reciprocation. But it really does suck when you may put yourself first, and then it just, or the person sees you hurting, but they're so selfish that they only care about themselves and don't see, And it's just like, I was like, I've experienced this like my whole life.
Dang.
Yeah,
that Venus in Cancer. I feel like Venus in Cancer is a really cute placement, but then you put it in the 8th house, it's like, ooh. Yeah. Because like Cancer energy, I've been learning a lot more about Cancer energy recently. Like I've been reading this really good book about like signs and diving deep or whatever. It's called The Understanding of Astrology. But anyway, forgot the author. But it was talking about Cancer energy, and I was thinking about you because you have a lot of Cancer energy. And I was like, where you been?
Yeah.
Like, what the freak?
And it's so crazy because because I have that seesaw. Yeah. So I have a lot of Cancer and a lot of Capricorn.
So I was talking about Cancers and how Cancer energy is. So I mentioned this in the TikTok video recently too, about how like it was going through each sign. So like Gemini, which you are, teaches us about duality. So we move out of Taurus, where it's like me and my things and my possession is just me. And then you move to Gemini, it's like, oh, it's me and the world around me. So that's why Geminis are like so like curious, and always they get that asking why. Yeah. And they're the first air sign. And then you get to Cancer, which is the first water sign. And then there's just this crushing loneliness that comes with Cancer, because in Gemini, you're aware of the separation and you're exploring the separation, but in Cancer, you feel the separation. Yeah. And it's like, they say that that's the biggest wound of humanity, is the loneliness of being separated from oneness and being separated from the womb. And that is something that I feel like Cancers like I didn't think about it like this until I read this in the book. And they have like the burden of kind of carrying that is that feeling of separation, that oneness. So what do? They nurture and they try to nurture others to get them back to that feeling, because nurturing others brings them closer to that feeling. Yeah. But what ends up happening is they can't, and I guess it's like a lesson of Cancer to learn that, to like nurture yourself first and get connected, because you can't get connected to the oneness or the feeling of oneness just by nurturing others. Yeah. You have to like nurture yourself in a certain way and like learn self-love and learn to not expect things out of certain people and learn to not have like your expectations too high for others.
You know what? Now that you mention that, from Taurus going into Cancer, thinking about that Cancer going into Leo, because I mentioned this on the TikTok that I posted yesterday. It's like Leo, it's like they know to love themselves, like because of it's like their confidence. I would say they're kind of like the poster child for confidence, right? And love, it's like they're the heart, right? But like it's like evolving. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's evolving into the next thing. I'm
gonna send you this book. Yeah, I think you really like it. Okay, it's cool. A very easy read.
I love to read. Yeah. I kind of get that.
Yeah, and then Leo is the first interpersonal sign, so it's the first sign that interacts with. That's not all about personal. Yeah, because the first 4 signs are like personal, and then it goes interpersonal, and then it goes like bigger picture. Yeah, whatever. I forgot the name for it. But or collective, we'll just say. Yeah. But Leo once you get out of Cancer, that's a good point. Yeah, it's like, oh, now you kind of mastered that self-love.
That self-love.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's why I say Leo's supposed to shop with self-love, but also like
then it gets too self though.
Yeah, but also like, well, at least the Leos that I know. But I think I had to evolve to get to know the Leos that I know, because they're very caring, very loyal, very nurturing as well. Like if I'm around a Leo, they're like, oh, I got it. Okay. It's okay. I got it. Wait, are you okay?
I feel like Aquariuses are like what people say Leos are.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like Aquariuses do be wanting spotlight. Personally.
Yeah. I feel like
every Leo I know is super shy.
I'm not talking about my friend. I'm going to leave her out of the situation, but like, they can be very my way or the highway. Type of vibe. Yeah. It can't be that way. I was like the Aquarius I was pseudo raised by. She was like my way or the highway type of person.
Because it's like opposite. Leo. I don't know. Leo's,
but the thing is, like, they have this beautiful bright light, but they don't dim yours.
Exactly.
That's what I get from them. Like, an Aquarius is going to be critical. Yeah. Like, it's like they're the critical air sign, like Virgo's the critical earth sign. You know, I mean, Capricorn won't criticize, but Virgo's very nitpicky.
Yeah.
Like,
I've read some interesting stuff about Virgo in that book too. So it's like, okay, so it said Leo is the heart, and then they're like, that's when you first learn how to interact with others. Yeah. That's when you first introduce the other person and realizing, oh, there's other individuals out there.
Yeah.
So it's hard for Leos to realize that there's other people out there. So that's why when it comes to their feelings, they're like, because once you get them like kind of triggered or whatever, they do kind of tend to only
like,
think
what about me?
Like, well,
what about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a hard lesson for them to learn. It's like, hey, other people exist.
Yeah.
Besides you.
I'm here too.
Hey, the other person is right there. Then in Virgo, it's like in an interpersonal earth sign. So it's weird because he compared them to these two twins that are the servants of this goddess, this fertility goddess or something. But basically it's like, because it's earth, but it's also Mercury. And I think that is such a cool thing. I love Virgo, so.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I was raised by one. My mom's a Virgo, so it's like that's why I love Virgos and Capricorn. Like, I love earth signs.
Earth signs are dope
because the thing is, like, they keep me on my P's and Q's.
Yeah, because I like practicality. Yeah, I'm a practical person. So once it starts getting too out of this world,
too.
I'll be like,
and also I'm grown, and I think I can appreciate it more as an adult.
Yeah,
because like when I was in my early 20s, I was like, I want to do whatever. I want to be a rebel. I want to just be like in the streets, drinking, smoking, whatever. But like, child, I love the house.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm very nitpicky. Virgo midheaven. I am like, I will read you the film. When it comes to work, like, it needs to, like, when it comes to my career and, like, what I do for my career, like, outside of Jupiter Juice, like, branding and stuff like that, I love telling a person what to do. I think that I was like, what is my calling, right? I love telling people what to do. And to get paid for it.
Okay, dominatrix.
But for real, like, no, this looks stupid. But to get paid to tell someone this looks stupid, like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
That's giving me Virgo vibes.
Yeah.
Virgo 10th house.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this. Because I don't know why. I was also kind of high when I was like reading this book. So now I'm like, okay, it was cooler. Like, first time I read it.
Who your
plug? So, okay. In the Northern Hemisphere, where astrology originated, Virgo is associated with the time of the harvest. And indeed, the virgin that Virgo is associated with is the Vestal Virgin. The Vestal Virgins, dedicated to the service of the goddess Vesta, the keeper of the flame. Were responsible for sorting through the harvest each year and selecting the best grains and the finest seeds to be held back and protected until they could be planted for next year's harvest. So I think that's dope because it's like Virgos, that's where they get that analytical thing. Because they're not doing it just to do it. Yeah. They're doing it because they know, like, no. They're like earth signs. They're practical. Yeah. They're very practical people, but it's also practical of the mind. Yeah. So they know, and it's very logical. So they know what to do to place things. So that's why, to where they make sense.
it's like Gemini asks the question. When we think about Mercury, Gemini asks the questions.
Right.
Virgo applies the solution.
Exactly.
Like, gives a solution.
And that's Mercury energy.
Gemini the question, Virgo the solution.
Yes.
There we go. But yeah, man, this is our episode on friendships and synastry. So like we said earlier, let us know in the comments, you know, what your sign is and what your best friend sign is. And, you know, the sign that you probably ain't friends with no more.
The sign traumatized you the most.
Yeah. No tea, no shade. But yeah, this was fun. Right. I hope you like our new setup and our chopsticks.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all for now.
Remember, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Remember to book a reading with us,
yes. or else.
Okay. But no, just kidding. We are offering readings. Go ahead and click the link below.
Yes.
Thank you. If you made it to the end of this episode, I love you. And here's a secret special message for you.
Yeah.
You got it. I telepathically sent it to you. So yeah, book a reading with us. Ronnie's doing birth chart readings. I am doing tarot readings. We also offer combined resources. So book that reading. Subscribe to our YouTube. Keep spreading the good word of Jupiter Juice. Please and thank you. We love you so much.
All right. Bye.